Hi there. So, today I'm going to be doing some more Modern Warfare loadouts. Or, not loadouts, but I'm going to be showing more hidden weapons inside Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Um, all of these weapons are variants on weapons that are in the game. So, every single one of these weapons is not technically in the game. You'll know what I mean if you see my last two videos on this. So, our first weapon we're going to start off with is we're going to be turning the AX-50 into the Intervention. So let's go ahead and get started here. First, what we want to do is we want to take muzzle, go ahead and just tack on a monolithic suppressor. Next, we're going to want to go over to laser, throw on an attack laser, just help us with that hipfire accuracy, everything that involves trick shots, which the Intervention is famous for. You gotta have attack laser if you want to do that. Next, you want to head over down to underbarrel and slap on that bipod. For me, I'm going to be throwing on the boom sling one just because I have it. But yeah, slap on that bipod, makes it look that much more like the Intervention. Next, what you want to do is you want to head over to your rear grip and put on stapled grip tape. It helps with that ADS speed and it makes a difference. Next, go head over to optic and you want to head down to variable zoom scope. Not only does it make it look more like the Intervention, it also makes the zoom in a little less intense, so it'll make it easier for quick scopes and that kind of stuff, which again, Intervention famous for. And now that I realize it, forget the monolithic suppressor. We don't need that because we need to go over to stocks and put on the SynGuard Arms Assassin. And there you go. You've just right there. You've got yourself the Intervention. You can make into a custom modification. That way you permanently have it. But if you want to do trick shots with anything, this is what you want is for an AX-50. So let's help. For the next weapon, we're going to be doing an AK-47 conversion. We're going to be turning it into an RPK. So here we go. Let's go ahead and do that. So first things first, you want to head over to your barrel and replace it with the RPK barrel. It's pretty self-explanatory. Next, you want to head over to your stock and put on the field LMG stock. Again, pretty self-explanatory. Next, you want to head down to your ammunition. Now, this is the important part. You want to put on the 75 round drum mags. You just have to. Trust me. Otherwise, you're just running AK-47 with RPK attachments. This makes it the RPK. So next, if you would like to, you can put on a bipod and make it look a bit more like the RPK. So I'll be showcasing that for this one. But you don't have to do this. Don't feel compelled to do this at all if you don't want to. Because an alternative thing that you can do is instead of running the bipod, you can put on a grip tape, and I would personally recommend the rubberized grip tape. It helps with the recoil control, and you need it with AK-47 variant. But anyways, next you want to head up to your optic, and realistically, you can choose any optic you want for this part. Personally, what I run is I like to run the GI Mini Reflex. That's just what I like, but you can use any optic. So that's the RPK right there. It's a really good LMG variant on the AK-47. If you were to use this in game, it feels just like an LMG. Trust me on that. You've just laid down so much suppressive fire with this thing. It's great. So if you don't want to run an LMG, but you still want to run an LMG, or if you need to get assault rifle kills but you like LMGs, this is the gun to use. Trust me on that. So let's move on to the next weapon. Okay, so for our next weapon, we are going to be taking the ERB-14 and converting it into a Mark 14 ERB. I know it sounds like the tiles just flipped, but trust me, they're two different weapons. This is more of a sniper rifle. So, if you guys like sniping, want to use marksman rifles, go ahead and use this. So let's go ahead and get started on showing you how to make this. So you just take the base CRB-14, and then you want to slap on the Force Tac Precision 22. Next, you want to head over to your optic, And for here, you have a little bit of choice. You can either throw on the variable zoom, or if you want to do more sniping, sniper scope. That's what I use because it zooms in more. But if you want to use variable zoom, you can. Next, you want to head over to your stock and put on the Raider Chassis Pro. This changes the entire look of the gun, makes it look that much more like the Mark 14. So now you want to head down to your ammunition, and personally I like to run 20 round mags. You can run 15 if you want, but 20 rounds is it's better for me. And finally, you want to head down to your underbarrel and throw on a bipod. And here you have the Mark 14 ERB. It's a really good sniper. As you can see, its range pretty good. And once again, this is a semi-automatic sniper rifle, so you can just spam fire this all you want. Got a fast trigger finger. Sky's the limit for you. So that's it for this gun. Let's move on to the next. And this brings us to our final gun of the day. And for this, we're going to be turning the FN Scar into the Mark 16 POW. Okay, so let's head on in. So the Scar's a pretty good weapon. It's got a slightly slower fire rate, but its damage is really high. So I've seen people turn this thing into a sniper rifle before, and it works pretty well. But we're turning this more into a CQB weapon. So let's get started. First, you want to put on the CQC Pro, because you really want this up close and personal. Next, you want to head down to foregrips and throw on the Merc foregrip. Excuse me. This will help with your mobility and your accuracy. So also you want to head down to ammunition, swap on those 30 round mags. You're going to need them if you're going running gunning. It helps so much. So for optic, again, you can realistically do whatever you want, but if you want it to look a lot like the POW, you want to use the aim op reflex sight. And for the final attachment on this gun, you want to head to stocks and put on the collapsible stock. This will make it you run faster with the gun, and it just makes it a lot better for running gunning. So that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and consider subscribing. Alright?